Let's talk about the episode. So, Paulina stunt double. Lady, you is doing way too much for my liking. I mean, okay, pretend to be the man's husband. The man ain't got no memory. You know, you build something with Abe. You start a life with Abe. But to bring a fake person in there pretending to be that man's son, oh, you doing way too much, Pauline the fake king. You is doing way too much. And now that he getting his memory back, you looking more and more of a fool by keep going along with it. And then you gonna go to extra step and gonna bring somebody in there pretend like they his son. That man is getting his memory little by little, piece by piece. What are you going to do when that man realize that you're a fraud? He already think you a fraud. You got no pictures, no memories of y'all wedding. He asking you where it's at. He said, okay, fine. We ain't got no pictures. Where your dress at? I was hoping and praying he bring up the cake. I was going to see how you was going to come up with a good lie for that. But he didn't ask that, so I said, oh, okay. I guess that part, didn't click there when he was asking about the wedding dress and the pictures of the day. I said, maybe he'll mention the cake. Because, anybody that got married, they always keep a piece of cake in the back of the freezer just in case when the first year of their anniversary, they take that cake out, thaw it out, and eat it. So I was hoping and praying he would remember that, but he didn't remember. So I said, oh, okay, well, I'm not surprised he didn't remember that. I was surprised he remember about, where are the pictures, where is the family, where was the memories, dress, you don't got one, oh, okay. And then she gonna pull it off knowing that this man is slowly gaining his memory back. You gonna keep going and going and going and going. And then when you brought this little fake Theo in there, you made it a whole lot worse for yourself. That man Abe touched that boy one time and all of his memories started flooding back about his son. He even caught him in a lie talking about talking about the White Sox. He said, nah, I'm a Cubbies fan, I know that. The boy said, oh, my bad, I don't remember that. How you don't remember that and that's your dad? If anything you should remember all your favorite things from your dad. Because I know I remember all my favorite things from my dad. I know what my dad's sports team is. I know what sports he like. And I know the people he like from that particular sports team. How do you not know this? Like I said, fake Paulina, you could have got away with this little scheme and this little plan. It's just like you did it half-cocked. You know enough to slide by with Abe and the history of Abe, but you don't know enough just in case that man do to get his memory, to counteract him and, make him sound like he crazy, and that didn't happen, no, this happened. That it's just like you only took bits and pieces of what you wanted to read of Abe live or what you probably got online about Abe and just basically took your chance when you knew that he was going to be your patient and just ran with it. With everything you probably read online. It's just like, come on now, baby. If you gonna hold somebody hostage with no memory, at least have a full summary. Where was they born? When was they born? Where was they brought up in? How did they ended up moving to Salem? Their career all the way from when they was, old enough to... You supposed to know everything from when they was little up until now. You're not supposed to pick and choose what part of his life that you want to remember and hope he don't remember, for you won't end up looking crazy when that man do get his memory back. You be the one sitting up there looking like a deer in head. It's just like all the stuff you read online, that's basically all the stuff you running with. And if that man quiz you hard enough, you are breaking to a million pieces. Just like you was up there shaking like a whole leap in front of Theo when he was up there talking to you at the police station. It's just like you was up there shaking and you was shivering. It's like He said, "What's wrong with you? You okay?" And then Eli is not the smartest person in the box, the toolbox, but Eli got a little bit of common sense to know that there's something fishy about you. It's obvious something is fishy about you that Jada and Rafe didn't get, but with this FBI and his career that he keep bragging about, hopefully somewhere in his brain that FBI instinct will kick in and Eli realize what a fraud you is, since y'all like to brag about Mr. FBI, Mr. Agent Grant. I don't see nothing spectacular about him in that FBI job, but y'all keep on hyping it up because he FBI, but okay. Excuse me. Like I said, Eli's not the brightest person in the toolbox, but hopefully he'll put two and two together and realize that you hiding something at this point. Now that you realizing that it might be over for you, now you want to kill Abe. Oh, okay. We'll see how far that gets you. Polly Pocket, we get it. We understand. We wouldn't want Xander as the father of my child neither. Who would want that? I wouldn't wish that on you neither. However, that man has a right to know he's a father. Whether you like it or not, that man have a right. And the more you keep hiding and thinking you doing something, keeping Bonnie and then her husband quiet, it's gonna come out eventually. Like, this is what the part that pisses me off about you. I really like you, Polly Pocket. It's just a little sneaky stuff you do that really turns me red about you. It's just like, why lie? Why keep going with the lie? Why keep on pretending? And Reds, I don't think you the sharpest the tool in the toolbox neither. But thank you for finally putting two and two together and realize Sarah only using you. Sarah love you like that, but most of it is usury. And I'm glad that you finally caught on and realized that. I know you like me, I know you love me, but it's still too soon. Basically, I'll be a rebounder and I'm not down for that. All of a sudden, he done got morals after all these years and months. He done got morals all of a sudden. And where was these morals at when she first started using your behind? But all of a sudden, now you got morals. I'm going to let you and your morals pass today. But I'm glad they finally woke up and came to light and realized that this woman is going to use you and milk you in this Zelda situation any way possible. She is only using you. The only time she is really interested in dating you or having anything with you is to counteract her feelings for Xander. I'm glad that you catching on and your brain is functioning correctly now. I'm glad that you're tired of being used and you came to the conclusion that don't look at me thinking that you gonna use me to help you with your plan and fooling Xander that ain't none of his baby. I'm glad you woke up, but you should have came with that brain fart a long time ago. Even before y'all even left Salem, you should have been woke up. I'm glad that you woken up now, but baby, like I said, I want to give you too much. I want to give you some, but I ain't gonna give you too much. Because you made me kind of happy with telling her you used me in the past. I'm tired of being your second best. When can I be that Xander in your life and not be used as the rebound or the rebound sex guy? Even though you know I love you the way you love Xander, I know I would never get that from you. So I'm glad he woke up finally and he finally sees the light and he finally see what's going on him after many times of yelling at my screen at him, telling him to wake up. I'm glad he finally woke up and tasted the coffee now. That coffee finally then woke him up and I was clapping and I was clapping and happy that he finally told her that. Now, let's see how long you gonna keep up with this lie. Yeah, I mean, the belly is out there, it's showing. You won't be able to hide it, and people can do math and can add and subtract. They ain't dummies. I guess you think you smarter than everybody else. Just like you didn't fool Bunny, you're not gonna fool anybody else. As soon as they see you, Xander, this your baby. You're not gonna fool anybody with trying to pull that baby off its wrist. Nobody at all, because we already know you and Xander was married and y'all was having sex non-stop. You're not gonna fool anybody and trying to convince anybody that that baby is no other than Xander's. You can try, but you won't get no far. You won't get far with it. But try, I dare you, try. Just like Bunny shut you down, the same thing gonna happen again. They're gonna shut you down and call you a liar in your face and call you out about it. Eli, Theo, and Big Mama comes into town because why Abe is missing. This is day Juneteenth, or Juneteenth, however you say it. This is their wedding anniversary, so I kind of figured that they was gonna do something involving them, and Abe's disappearance, and it's their wedding day. And once I saw Theo, I said, oh yeah, they finna do something for her. They need to do something. Like, come on now, the man missing. It's the eve of her wedding. Don't nobody want to see Paulina sit there and crying the whole, hour. Didn't nobody want to see that. So I'm glad that y'all gave her some type of excitement. That at least get her mind off of Abe, and that he missing. So y'all gave her some happiness there, and it was all happy and smiles. Even though she didn't go to it, that she had a good time seeing Theo, seeing Eli, and all this and all that. So I was kind of glad that. I would have hoped and prayed we would have saw the twins and see how older they didn't got. Cause on any soap opera, them children don't stay children for very long. So I was hoping and praying we see them. But then again, I knew that his mama ended up having them. So I already said, yeah, we might not see the kids. So either way, I was happy that we saw, them, and we got to chill with them and get to spend time with him and Big Mama and Theo and all this and all that. So that was a nice little surprise, and a nice little tribute. What else happened besides that? Oh, since we talking about Abe and the disappearance and all that, Talia, you got lucky. I didn't even much know Trash had a heart. But somehow you found that heart, and somehow you was showing her and convinced her that, you was being emotionally abused, and, she went through that, and she told her story. I mean, we kind of knew that she was, I didn't think that was happening to her, why the reason she was hiding her daughter this whole time. But you kind of knew that something had to happen between her and her husband, why she wouldn't let nobody know that was her daughter, and why she was pretending that was her daughter, her sister besides her daughter. So you kind of put two and two together and think about it. What could be the worst reason why somebody would pretend that that's their sister, not their daughter, still spend time with them knowing that that's your daughter, hide it all these years, and when you finally ready to come clean, your daughter dies like that. So I get it now why she did all that. Even though I was a little rough on her, asking her why would she do that, why would she deny her daughter. I'm sorry, Trash. I'm sorry. I didn't know your husband was a Colin Bedford, or Paulina ex-husband. So I'm sorry for pushing and forcing you, asking you how could you be a eat. You know, I'm sorry for them words I said in the video, you know, about you and you knowing that show. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I wouldn't have did it either. I probably would have did a Paulina too. So it makes sense why you did what you did and pretending like that was your sister, besides coming out as your daughter, because he would probably ended up doing a Paulina and probably would have tried to hunt you and probably tried to spend time with your daughter and then harass and bother you like Paulina husband did her. And then you know what happened to him, the rest. So I understand it. I'm sorry, Trash. I ain't mean to get all up in your Kool-Aid like that. I ain't mean to cuss you out about you know, about denying your daughter. Understandable. You did what you had to do. I'll be ashamed and embarrassed too. Sometimes people have their moments, and you know that was wrong for me for pushing you and cussing you out the many you know years when that whole thing happened, when the you know her death and all that. Yeah, my bad. I didn't know the backstory. Now I know the backstory. I'm sorry. I just didn't know you had a heart in that chest of yours. But I'm sorry. What else happened? Oh, Jada and Rave, they ended up getting where they about to get close, basically, meaning that they about to, I guess, start dating behind, slow set them PD back, and don't let them know that they dating. And basically, like Kate told Jada, what happened behind closed doors ain't nobody got to know. I mean, y'all been feeling these moments for how long now, and all of a sudden y'all want to keep it all quiet, hush hush, well, people can just look at y'all too, and y'all always having close moments, and it's obvious, like Eli told Rave. Man, you went on several investigations and did several stakeouts. I never held your hand like that. So it's obvious by now. I mean, y'all can keep it down low. Don't nobody have to know what y'all doing y'all house. I mean, when it comes to the workforce, other than that, y'all should be good, and I ain't got no objection against y'all dating. Rafe is a good man that you gonna get, but he a good man. Now let's talk about Gwen real quick enough for the end. Now Gwen, I just wish they'll bring somebody on there. Somebody, anybody that don't got a criminal record that you can fall in love with other than criminals. Do you attract criminals at this point? Do you they have a certain smell to you or something? You only had 2 conversations with this man, and now you kissing this man, having sex with this man. Gwen, I'm ashamed and embarrassed for you at this point. I mean, could you at least let him spoil you before you open your legs? I mean, at least let him take you out on maybe 1-2 dates and dinners, you know. Let him wine and dine you with all that money they got. I mean, before you say, hello, here it is, come get some. I mean, you move so quick and fast with this man. It's just like, would you know a good man if it came and popped you in the face? We don't normally like Leo. I don't normally like Leo annoying behind. You better listen to Leo. Your friend has the correct instincts. Your friend is on to something. If you don't see that Leo trying to save you and trying to rescue you, and if this end up being another disaster for you, you only got yourself to blame. Another disaster. You done dated criminal after criminal after criminal. You only known this one for 2 days, and you already done said, hello, come get some. So, I don't know what it's going to take for you to understand and realize that. Could you please find you a man that actually loves you, and you know, actually have genuine feelings with you, that not a criminal, you know, right by the law, not wrong by the law. Can you please find somebody that don't got felonies on their records? Is that very hard for you to find, or is those daddy's issues, then mama issues kicking your behind that bad that any man that smile in your face, you there, you right in? I just don't get it and I don't understand, but okay. Anyways though, y'all, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all night and have a good weekend, and I'll catch y'all later. Bye.